Welcome to my kitchen. I'm so glad you're here because today, we're about to embark on a delicious baking adventure together. Whether you're a seasoned baker or just starting out, you're in the right place. There's nothing quite like the joy of baking at home, filling your space with warmth, laughter, and the irresistible aroma of something sweet in the oven. Today, we're making Plum Cobbler Bars, your new favorite dessert. These bars are the perfect way to celebrate the season and treat yourself, your family, or your friends to something truly special. Just look at those gorgeous layers and that vibrant plum color. Forget the fuss of a full cobbler. No need to worry about fancy pie dishes or complicated techniques. We're taking all the best parts of a classic cobbler and transforming them into easy-to-eat portable bars that are just as delicious, if not more. These bars pack all the sweet, tart, buttery goodness into an easy, handheld treat. Every bite is bursting with juicy plum flavor, balanced by a rich, buttery crust and a crumbly golden topping that melts in your mouth. Imagine, starting with a sturdy, buttery crust that holds everything together. It's the foundation of our bars and it's so simple to make. You'll love how it bakes up golden and crisp, providing the perfect base for all that fruity goodness. Next comes a juicy layer of jammy plums. We're using fresh, ripe plums for that unbeatable late summer flavor. As they bake, the plums turn soft and sweet, creating a luscious filling that's both tangy and comforting. And of course we finish with a golden, crumbly topping. This is where the magic happens. The topping bakes up crisp and buttery, adding just the right amount of crunch to every bite. It's the perfect mix of textures and flavors, crisp crust, juicy fruit, and a crumbly top. Each layer brings something special and together they create a dessert that's truly unforgettable. No fancy skills needed. I'll guide you every step of the way. Whether you're baking solo or with loved ones, you'll find this recipe approachable and fun. I'll share all my tips and tricks to make sure your bars turn out perfect every time. This recipe is simple, fun, and guaranteed to make your kitchen smell amazing. There's something so satisfying about watching the bars bake, knowing you're about to enjoy a homemade treat that's bursting with flavor. Serve them up for a special occasion, or just because you're craving something sweet. They're perfect with a cup of coffee in the morning, as an afternoon snack, or as a show-stopping dessert after dinner. Whether it's a backyard barbecue, a picnic in the park, or a quiet night in, these bars are a crowd pleaser. Watch as everyone reaches for seconds. They're just that good. Plums are in season, so let's capture that late summer flavor while we can. Head to your local market or pick some from your own tree. Fresh, ripe plums make all the difference in this recipe. Grab your apron and let's get started. Gather your ingredients, preheat your oven, and get ready for some hands-on fun. Baking is all about enjoying the process, so don't be afraid to get a little messy. We're not just baking dessert, we're making memories. Invite your kids, your partner, or your friends to join in. There's nothing better than sharing the joy of baking and the reward of a homemade treat. Ready to dive in? Let's do this. Scene 2 coming up. Get ready for some baking magic. Before we start, let's get organized. Mise en place. You'll need a 9x 13-inch baking pan, 2 mixing bowls, measuring cups and spoons, a whisker fork, spatula, paring knife, and your oven. For the crumble, 3 cups flour, 1.5 cups brown sugar, 1 cup white sugar, 1 teaspoon baking powder, 1/2 teaspoon salt, pinch of cinnamon, and 1.5 cups cold unsalted butter. For the filling, 2 pounds fresh plums, 1/2 cup sugar, adjust to taste, 2 TBSP cornstarch, 1 TBSP lemon juice, 1 TSP vanilla, 1/2 TSP cinnamon. That's it, simple, classic ingredients. Now let's talk about picking the perfect plums. Scene 3 is next. Plums are the star, so choose wisely. Look for smooth, richly colored skin, no bruises or wrinkles. A ripe plum feels heavy and gives slightly when squeezed but isn't mushy. Smell near the stem, a sweet aroma means flavor. If they're too firm, ripen them in a paper bag at room temp for a day or two. Check daily to avoid over-ripening. Once ripe, store in the fridge until baking. Any variety works, just follow these tips for the best results. Ready to make the crumble base? Scene 4 coming up. Let's dive into the heart of this recipe, the buttery crumble that serves as both our base and our topping. This simple mixture is what gives our bars their irresistible texture and flavor, so take your time and enjoy the process. The crumble is all about balance, sweet, a little salty, and perfectly crisp. Start by preheating your oven to 375 degrees Fahrenheit or 190 degrees Celsius. This ensures that when your bars go in, they'll bake evenly and develop that golden, crunchy crust we all love. Don't skip this step. An accurate oven temperature is key for the perfect bake. Next, prepare your baking pan. Use a 9x 13-inch pan for the ideal thickness. You can either grease it generously with butter or line it with parchment paper for easy removal later. Lining the pan also helps prevent sticking and makes cleanup a breeze. In a large mixing bowl, add your dry ingredients: flour, brown sugar, white sugar, baking powder, salt, and a touch of cinnamon for warmth and depth. Give them a good stir to combine, making sure everything is evenly distributed. Now, add your cold cubed butter. The butter should be straight from the fridge. Cold butter is what creates those delicious, flaky crumbs. Using a pastry blender or your fingertips, work the butter into the dry ingredients. Gently press and rub the butter into the flour until the mixture resembles coarse crumbs. You want to see small, pea-sized pieces of butter throughout. These will melt as the bars bake, creating pockets of tenderness and flavor. Be careful not to overmix. Those visible bits of butter are exactly what you want. They're the secret to a crumbly, melt-in-your-mouth texture. If you mix too much, the butter will blend in completely, and you'll lose that signature crumble. Now take about 2/3 of your crumble mixture and press it firmly into the bottom of your prepared pan. This forms the sturdy base that will hold up to the filling. Use your hands to spread it evenly, making sure to reach all the corners. For an even, compact base, use the bottom of a measuring cup or the back of a spoon to press the mixture down. This helps the base hold together once baked, so your bars don't fall apart when you slice them. Set aside the remaining third of the crumble mixture in a separate bowl. This will become the golden, crunchy topping that finishes off your bars. Don't worry if it looks a little uneven. That's what gives the topping its rustic charm. And just like that, your buttery crumble base is ready to go. It should look even and slightly compacted, but not too dense. Now let's move on to the next step, making the delicious filling that will bring everything together. Scene 5 is next. Time for the plum filling. Let's make it truly delicious and bursting with flavor. Rinse, dry, pit, and chop your plums into bite-sized pieces, making sure they're all evenly sized for even cooking. Place them in a large mixing bowl, ready for the next step. Add sugar, adjust for sweetness, cornstarch, lemon juice, vanilla, and a sprinkle of cinnamon for warmth. Gently toss everything together until the plums are evenly coated and glossy. Let the mixture sit for 5–10 minutes to draw out juices and dissolve the cornstarch, allowing flavors to meld. You'll see a syrup form, perfect for a jammy, luscious filling. The filling is ready and so is your base. Let's assemble and bake. Scene 6 coming up, don't miss it. Assembly time. Let's get started. Spread the plum filling evenly over the crust, right to the very edges. Sprinkle the reserved crumble over the top. Don't press it down at all. Some plums peeking through? That's absolutely perfect. Bake at 375 degrees Fahrenheit for 45–55 minutes until the topping is golden and the filling is bubbly. Your kitchen will smell absolutely incredible. Remove from the oven and cool completely on a rack. 2 to 3 hours. This helps the bars set for clean, neat cuts. Patience pays off. Once cool, you're ready to slice and serve. Scene 7 is coming up next. The bars are cool. Let's cut and serve. Lift the slab out using parchment if you lined the pan. Use a sharp knife, wiping it clean between cuts for neat slices. Cut into 12, 16, or 24 bars depending on your crowd. Admire those layers. Golden crumble, jammy plums, buttery crust. Serve at room temp or warm slightly for extra comfort. Top with vanilla ice cream or whipped cream for a real treat. These bars are as beautiful as they are delicious. Enjoy every bite. You earned it. Final scene coming up. Got leftovers? That's one of the best parts about baking a big batch of plum cobbler bars. There's always a little extra to enjoy later or to share with someone special. Let's talk about how to keep your bars fresh and delicious for days to come. To store your bars, simply place them in an airtight container. If you're stacking them, add a layer of parchment or wax paper between each row to prevent sticking and keep the crumbly topping intact. You can leave them at room temperature for 2 to 3 days, or pop them in the fridge for up to a week. This way, you'll always have a sweet treat ready whenever the craving strikes. Keep in mind, the topping may soften a bit as the days go by, especially if stored in the fridge. But don't worry, the flavor only gets better as the juicy plums and buttery crust meld together. If you notice any moisture, just dab it away with a paper towel before serving. When it's time to serve, you have options. These bars are delicious, straight from the fridge at room temperature or gently warmed in the microwave or oven. Warming them brings out the cozy, comforting flavors, perfect for a chilly evening or a special breakfast. For an extra treat, serve your bars with a scoop of creamy vanilla ice cream, a dollop of whipped cream, or even a spoonful of tangy Greek yogurt. The contrast of warm bars and cold toppings is irresistible. And yes, these bars are wholesome enough to enjoy for breakfast. Just add a little yogurt and fresh fruit for a morning pick-me-up. These bars are also fantastic for sharing. They travel well, making them perfect for picnics, potlucks, or as a thoughtful homemade gift. Just pack them up, and you're ready to spread a little homemade happiness wherever you go. There's something special about sharing homemade treats with friends and family. Pass around a plate of these Plum Cobbler Bars and watch as everyone lights up. Don't be surprised if you're asked for the recipe. These bars have a way of making new fans wherever they go. Thank you so much for baking with me today. It's always a joy to share these moments and recipes with you. And I hope you felt the love in every step. I hope you loved making and eating these Plum Cobbler Bars as much as I do. There's nothing quite like the satisfaction of enjoying something you made from scratch, especially when you get to share it with others. If you enjoyed this recipe, don't forget to share it with your friends and family, or post your creations online. And be sure to subscribe for more easy, delicious baking ideas. There's always something new and tasty coming your way. Now go ahead and enjoy your creation. You've earned it. Whether you're savoring a quiet moment or celebrating with loved ones, these bars are sure to bring a little extra joy to your day. See you next time and happy baking, and end of script.